Hello, my name is Amanda King. I'm a women's empowerment and business coach, and I help women step out of fear and what do they step into? Six-figure sales. Awesome. On Friday, I jumped on my one-on-one call with my coach, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great call. It's gonna be about business. I'm gonna tell her everything I'm up to. And halfway through the call, I was in hysteric tears. I was bawling, and it had nothing to do with my business. It just kind of had some, I guess, deep-rooted issues that I thought that I had gotten over that apparently I had not fucking gotten over. I went through this, and it was a lot of really uncomfortable digging, and I do not like to get uncomfortable. I preach it, and I do it in every aspect of my business. I will get uncomfortable as fuck in my business. I have no fear of showing up. I have no fear about talking about what I want to, but when it comes to family, and when it comes to personal relationships in my life, I'm a scared little bitch sometimes. I am so scared of it absolutely floored me. So we had this conversation because I am very, very good at setting boundaries in my business. I'm the queen of preaching boundaries in my business, but as far as personally and in my personal life and with my family, I am literally shit at boundaries. I don't like confrontation. I don't like any of that shit. It makes me very uncomfortable. And I kind of came to that realization on Friday with my one-on-one coach being like, why is it so easy with business and so hard with family? Why is it so easy to put that wall up with business, but when it comes to family, I can't even speak my truth. I can't even speak up. I can't even voice my opinion without feeling like it's going to ricochet or it's going to just fucking turn into a complete shit show. And we worked through a lot of stuff, and we did something in NLP, which is called a time technique. And in the time technique, you pretty much, I'm going to summarize it, is you pretty much go back into a moment of time where you feel a specific emotion. Say it's sadness or it's anger or it's something like that. And the whole point of time technique is to try to help release the emotion that is built around this specific event. So we're doing time technique about anger. And I don't know about you guys, but I can relate to anger so well. Sadness, I don't really get sad. I get fucking angry. I get so mad. I get so angry. I don't cry unless it's angry cry. You know the point where you get so frustrated and so overworked and so mad that you literally can't help but just bawl hysterically. And so we're doing these time techniques, and we're going back to try to release anger. And we go back, and it was something so, in a way, not trivial, but what I thought was trivial. And we went back to when my parents got divorced. My parents got divorced when I was like 11 or 12. It was a shitty fucking situation. It was a shitty divorce. I don't regret it because it made me the person I am now, but I truly believed I was over it. I truly believed it wasn't affecting my current life. And I truly believed, I was like, oh yeah, that happened like 20 years ago or whatever. Like, I'm perfectly fine. And then we do this fucking time technique, right? Holy shit. I was not over it. I was holding on to that anger still 20 some odd years later. Jesus, it's been about almost 20 years. I was still holding on to that anger so deeply that it was a part of me. And so my one-on-one coach is going through this time technique with me, and my brain and my conscious and my subconscious was fighting it with every fiber of its being. It was fighting it. Every time she's trying to talk me, it's a visualization, and my brain's going, no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to release this. And she kept going, and she kept digging, and I'm really glad she did, but I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it. I wanted to hide. I wanted to play small. I wanted to sit, and I wanted to hold on to this anger because I didn't want to let it go. That anger made me the person I am today. That anger fueled every decision moving forward in my life. That anger gave me the fuel to the fire that created everything that I stand for today. And so in order to release that anger, I felt like I had to lose a piece of myself. What if I release that anger and all of a sudden, like, I don't have motivation? What if that was the why? right? What if that was the underlining meaning of me showing up the way I was showing up was because of this anger? I had tears literally pouring down my face as she's telling me this because my brain didn't want to do it. My brain was scared. My body was scared. How do I function without this anger? How do I function without this piece of me? Because at this point, it is a piece of me. And that one little thing, that the first time I can really remember being fucking angry was at 11 years old. And I have been holding on that anger and it has been compiling and getting bigger and getting bigger and getting bigger. Every single year some shit hits the fan and that anger got bigger. And during this time technique release, I released that anger and it was a fucking shit show afterwards. I'm not going to say it was pretty. I'm not going to tell you it was all rainbows and sunshines. It was me in a fucking shit show of a state for 2 days. Almost 3. I still didn't feel very good today about it. It fucked with me so bad to let go of that. To let go of that anger, that piece of me that I was holding on to for so long. And so I was an emotional wreck yesterday. An emotional wreck, an emotional disaster. I sat on the couch and I cried. And I mean, I cried the kind of crying where you cry so hard that it's like you don't make noises, but you feel like you're gonna be sick at the exact same time. Like you can't eat, you can't even take a sip of water because you're like, I'm gonna get sick if this happens. And I cried with every fiber of my being more than I had cried in years. More than I cried in years, and I felt it. I felt it in every bone in my body. I felt it through my veins, and it was terrifying. I was downward spiraling, man. I was downward spiraling so bad, and I stumbled upon one of the ladies in my group, one of her videos. Because in this downward spiral of releasing, I constantly sat here and thought to myself, I'm not doing anything right. I'm not making an impact. I'm not doing the things I wanted to do. I'm failing on every level. I just fucking let go and shit all over myself. I was so mean to myself. And I stumbled upon this video and I happened to see her talking about a hindsight board. And she said that she had seen that she was following a coach that does this hindsight board and she wants to do it. And the way she was talking about it was so much enthusiasm and so much love and so much happiness that it just like, it got me showing the fuck up because it made me realize I am making an impact. And the reason I'm getting up here and I'm telling you all of this story is, guys, the inner work that everyone preaches, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's not fun. It doesn't feel good when it's happening. It's uncomfortable. It's heavy. It's emotional. It's all of the things that you don't want to feel, and that's why so many people cannot do it. That is why so many people hold on to the anger, to the sadness, to the despair year after year after year, because the inner work is hard. It is hard, it's uncomfortable, it's icky, it's sticky, it's all of the nasty analogies you want to use. It sucks ass. It's not fun. But when you actually let it go, when you push through the uncomfortableness, when you stand at the other side, it is better. It is so much better, even though it doesn't feel like it at first, because I know how you feel right now. You're doing the inner work and you're like, fuck this shit. This is horrible. I'm crying about shit that happened 20 years ago that I thought I was over. I am opening Pandora's box of emotions and they are coming out of me like I can't even fucking see. I can't breathe. I can't even function. But let me tell you, when you actually get through it, when you open Pandora's box and you face all of that bullshit that comes with it, it does get better. And it is better, and the grass is greener on the other side, and you are better on the other side. So if you are going through this work, first off, congratulations, because you're a fucking badass. People get to this point in their lives and they fall down. They give up. They sit in the corner in fetal position and they can't even think of moving forward. But not only are you moving forward, you're literally taking Pandora's box and you're facing every little fear and insecurity and terribleness that comes with it, and you are becoming stronger, wiser, smarter, everything because of it. And when you are done facing all of those inner demons, as you may call them, I promise you it'll be worth it. But sometimes you gotta go through the mud. Sometimes you gotta crawl in the mud, underneath the barbed wire to get to the other side of safety, of greener pastures, of beauty, of all of it. So congratulations that you're even ballsy enough to try this, because not a lot of fucking people can do what you're doing. They fall. They cower. And you are not cowering. You are moving forward. You are doing the work, and even though it's hard and even though it's uncomfortable, you're still doing it. And that deserves a round of a fucking applause if I ever thought so. Because what you're doing isn't easy. It's hard. I do it too, and it fucking sucks. I hate it. But it's a part of life. And when it's done, it's beautiful. When it's done and you're no longer holding on to that anger and that sadness and that resentment and that guilt and that shame, you are such a better person because of it. And you can finally live your life. Live the life you've always wanted, the life of happiness, the life of love, the life of joy, rather than a life of guilt, shame, misery, despair. You have your whole life in front of you, your entire life, and you can choose today to actually do the work, to get uncomfortable, and to keep moving forward, and to become that person you've always wanted to be, because it is so fucking far inside of you. You may not realize she is there. She is there. She is just buried. And sometimes you have to dig through the rubble to find her, but when you do, it is fucking magic. And yeah, I felt like shit today. I felt like absolute fucking shit for the last 2 days. But I know tomorrow will be better, and I know the day after that will be better, and I know the day after that will be better. And I know in 6 months, just as you know, in 6 months, you will look back at this defining moment in your life where you finally dug through the shit and you let it go, and you let go all of that hurt and all of that anger and all of that resentment and all of that pain, and you became a better person that day because of it. Because not everyone can do that. But you can. You can keep trudging through the mud. You can make it out, and you can have a better life because of it. So right now, if you are struggling and it sucks and it's uncomfortable, no, it's gonna get better. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even next week. You might be feeling like you lost a piece of yourself. You may be feeling like you're a little lost now because that little piece kind of defined you. But in 6 months, you will turn back in your life and you will not regret this decision at all. You will turn back and you will thank God, the universe, and Buddha, whoever the fuck you believe in. You will thank them for this pivotal moment in your life. Because this pivotal moment, this uncomfortableness, this inner work is what literally changes lives. And in 6 months, you will look back in this moment that's probably filled with tears, that's probably filled with pain, that's probably filled with nausea and wanting to vomit. And you will sit here and say, thank God I went through that. Thank God I did that. Because I am a new person today, because I am a better person today, and now because I can live my life full of love, joy, and happiness. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing evening. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, go right ahead and click the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to head over to iTunes and check out my podcast, Fierce as Fuck. Thank you so much, and go grab today by the balls and make it your bitch.